Hi, hello, and in this video straight will explain about the cryptocurrency taxation. So cryptocurrency like some clarity as in the recent time. So we'd like to summarize this short video. So how this happens is when you buy a value of 10 lakhs and then when you sell it at the profit, the taxation is around 30 percentage. So which means uh, 5 lakh 1.5 percentage 1.5 lakhs tax for 5 lakhs profit. So critical point here to note is when you are at the loss. So when your buy value is around 10 lakhs and when you sell it at a loss around 7 lakhs, you have a loss. So this is where the critical parameter you have to consider. So unlike the stock market, here the main point here, you cannot carry forward your losses so that next year if you're in profit, you can adjust. So you can do that in the stock market, in the commodity market, uh, but this is not possible in the cryptocurrencies, like example Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies or even other NFTs. The critical point when you are dealing with it, you have to take at some point in stock market. You can also not just carry forward set things against the business. Here you cannot do that one also. So when you are in profit, you have to pay the tax, and when you are in loss, you have to take the whole loss. So this is another factor you have to take into consideration when you are dealing with the crypto. So this is a whole negative point, and in fact, for the last 5 years, you see our Twitter or Facebook. So we never endorse the cryptocurrency, but there is a big craze and a lot of people are into it. And we are always were advising against it, but still, if you are in profits, I think you book and then don't worry about the profit loss because crypto is also is rapidly is coming down along with the market. In the market, if you see good stocks may rebound at this point or at some, but bad stocks will never rebound, and cryptocurrencies can have that kind of a story going forward. So please be careful and don't worry about the tax. If you're in profit, you book it, and even if you're in loss, I think it's not a time to go about averaging in the cryptocurrencies. Averaging in any trading thing is not a good sign as well. It's a written book, kind of a rule number 1 or 2. So please be very careful. And along with this new TDS rule, which came 1 or 2 days ago, was put in many articles. I just put in here one. So it is told about something like 1% TDS. It is the responsibility of the buyer. So this one looks almost similar to the house thing. So when the house value is more than 50 lakhs, so what happens is something like exactly you take 50 lakhs or 51 lakhs. So the TDS, the buyer has the responsibility to pay a TDS, collect the TDS, or else keep the TDS amount with him, and then uh, he has to pay it to the income tax department through the bank or something. Like you can pay the TDS by walking into a bank, saying giving the PAN card of the seller. So the seller doesn't receive the 50 lakhs. The one person here for the 50 lakhs is 50,000. So he pays through the to the IT department through a bank, and this the seller can claim it later as and when he goes for the tax filing. So this will be reflected in his income tax domain, so he can get it back. So this thing, if for example, is almost similarly here also similarly, if this is a crypto, so the responsibility of the buyer. But here everything happens in a kind of a more transparent way, and then you know who is the seller, who the buyer know who is the buyer. Sorry, the seller knows the buyer knows the seller. But here everything is online. I think maybe the exchanges which do the cryptocurrency, they will be doing this collection of one person and then depositing against the buyer and the against the seller's name uh, through the buyer domain. So this may be happening, which will be the responsibility of the exchange, I think, because everything in the stock market, if you see, it will be when you go to the market depth, you can see the how many sellers are there, buyers are there, but you will not be getting the details of the buyers or the sellers. So I think in the back end, stock broking of the cryptocurrencies or the exchanges will be doing this, and they will be on day-to-day basis. Probably these are all like the practical difficulties and the practical solution how they will be implementing it. I'm telling, because there will be like no way, like in the case of house, knowing the buyer knowing the seller and seller knowing the buyer. So these things probably will be adding up the cost along with the tax which I earlier told. So these are all the significant bottlenecks and the kind of the cost which has been added up to the crypto. So this as a one point or an added point which has to be taken into consideration, and, what do I say, like even for trading purpose, be very kind of avoid it or be very cautious, because in spite of strong advocation by many and many people, there are significant amount of people are getting into this cryptos and getting caught within the domain. So please be careful, and this is about the whole taxation. So if you have any doubt, you can touch base with us. So we'll just quickly, I will just what are the products which we are offering at our domain at S-Finomics. Is don't want to force market it. Our primary aim is create financial awareness, and through which we on the our secondary aim is only the selling of these products. If we do this one, automatically we will be doing the job of selling as well. Selling will automatically happen, or so, and we also provide the amount of discount when it comes to we have the handle on it significantly, and wherever we don't have significant there as well, we want to give you significant discount. So with this, I don't want to touch base with the marketing of this. Please have a look at this, and these are some of the awareness which we are trying to create. So you can pass it and have a look of the financial awareness which we want to create in the public side, in the MSME, and how these people are operating. So thank you very much, and see you soon.